Hello everyone, thank you for joining YO Universe again. Today we're going to talk about money, all about money. So we have three different piles. Pick from each pile on which pile you feel is resonating with you. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. Again, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So the pile further away from the screen is pile number 1, pile number 2, and the pile that is closest to the screen is pile number 3. So let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hi, pile number 1. So again, this reading is all about money. We're going to talk about money today. There's going to be 3 cards that I'm going to pull for this pile. It's going to be the first card pull is going to talk about what is the issues behind the money. What is blocking the money? What's this all about? Why is it not flowing the way I want it to flow? And then the second one is all about advice to how to get your money flowing from spirit. And then the third one is the best possible outcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm just going to channel, see what spirit has to say, and I'm going to go ahead and flip this card first, and then after I go ahead and see what spirit has to say about this, we're going to go ahead and pull the 3 cards. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and shuffle the cards now, so we can already have them here. So this is, what is the issue? What's going on with my money? Why is it not flowing? This is the advice, and this is the possible outcome, okay? And then we're going to pull more oracle cards as we go, all right? Pile number 1. The issue going on with, I feel, with your money and the flow of it and what can be blocking it has a lot to do with some childhood things. I'm sensing that there was not really any type of training or any type of teaching instilled in you growing up on what to do with your money, how to use your money, where to invest your money, things of that sort. However, I see spirit kind of moving in and has been changing your mindset when it comes to finances. A lot of those things you were taught are being unlearned, because granted, sometimes we do wind up in some difficult socio-economic situations based off your demographic. And and it is not, I'm not going to say that it's like specific or exclusive to one specific demographic, but there is a demographic out there where social economically they do fall underneath any type of being able to even hold money. Money is more of a survival tactic than it being something that can help them thrive and move forward, because it's such a scarce resource. And I'm sensing for this pile that you may have gone through some changes when it comes to finances, because you're realizing that the things that you were taught when you were younger are no longer applicable now to these days. Okay, so let me go ahead and flip this card. This card is all about what's blocking the flow, what's keeping the money from flowing. And we have the 6 of Cups right here, the 6 of Cups in reverse. So I'm sensing that, again, like I just said, 6 of Cups is a card that's all about the past. It's all about releasing the past. It's all about disconnecting from the past. And it's more so like with our emotions, because it's a cup card. Those emotional responses to money, spirit is working in you and releasing from you, and that you're changing in your life. So spirit is saying that they are supporting you behind this endeavor. They're supporting you when it comes to you working on trying to change, work on your credit and trying to build yourself up to get a home, or spirit is supporting you, like, because there is a time to do that, but then there's a time not to do it. But right now is a time for you to really go back and start fixing some of the financial mistakes that you made, so that your money can flow, because spirit is sending in some supports. Now, the support is going to be not someone doing it for you, but it's going to be someone who can show you. It could be like a software or some information that you're going to stumble on that's going to begin to help you with your money, with the flow of it. Okay? It's all about trying to get your money back restored. So let's go ahead and flip the card when it comes to some advice. 3 of Cups. So we got the 3 of Cups, which is very, very connected to the 6 of Cups, because 3 of Cups is divided into 2. It would be 3 and 6. So they are actually connected. Okay. So what I'm getting from this is, you know, don't invest into people, right? Because that's where the problem might be, is that you might be sending your money or like giving your money to people, and Spirit is saying don't do that anymore, because that's the kind of the practice that you may have learned growing up, that it was like there were some people who taught like sow your seed and give your seed and give your money. I mean, you probably came up in that type of hierarchy or system, but Spirit is kind of releasing you from that and saying like, no, use your money as a tool to get yourself out of it. Because people taking from the giving charity is supposed to really come from people who got money. I mean, I'm talking about people who got power. That's where the charity is coming from. So when you have these places that's asking people who need charity for charity money, where is the sense in that? It's robbery. And Spirit is kind of changing up your mindset when it comes to your money, and like where you put your money, that's where your heart is. And you are, because your heart is changing, you're also putting money into places that's very important for you. Okay? Now, what is the possible outcome here? Possible outcome, Spirit. We got the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles in reverse. That's all about, excuse me one second. Five of Pentacles in reverse is all about coming out of that poverty. Coming out of those low vibrational thinkings and those low vibrational things, and coming into a better understanding of your money and how to use it. Five of Pentacles, like, I don't know what better way to explain the Five of Pentacles than it being, you know, Five of Pentacles upright. It's all about being in poverty. It's all about having low, because poverty, you know, comes from social, it can come from so many things, social economic status, but at the end of the day, it's all about the mind. It's all about the mind, and it's all about what you think about money, and how you feel about money. And this being in reverse is showing that you're breaking those cycles. You're breaking those mindsets. You don't want to think like that no more. Like, I need charity. I'm not going to keep giving charity. Like, that's going to come when I'm fruitful. And yes, you're supposed to give along the way, but not to something that's not really trying to, you know, really give you anything back in return. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull cards real quick for Six of King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so we have the King of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles over top of the Three of Cups, and we have the World card in reverse over top of the Five of Pentacles. Now, with the King of Swords clarifying the Six of Cups, I feel like it has a lot to do with the mind. Like, again, releasing the certain things about the mind, because King of Swords in reverse is all about limitations, mental limitations, and you're removing those mental limitations off of you. And with the Three of Cups clarify about the Six of Pentacles upright, like Six of Pentacles, like I said, is all about giving. Six of Pentacles is all about giving unto others. Okay. And with the Three of Cups, with the Three of Cups in reverse, it's showing that you're not giving unto those places anymore. Like, you are giving to yourself. And then with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, with the possible outcome clarified by the World card, that's it. That cycle is over. You're going to learn how to break that cycle when it comes to your finances. I see you moving into like new dimensions with your finances. And what money does is it does allow us to live in different dimensions on the earth. Because think of it this way. We got the TV screen, a piece of paper that's 1D, right? So this is 1D, right? And then on your screen, all of this is 2D. But then 3D is real life, real world. But within that 3D, there are subsections. You know, 3D1, 3D2, 3D, and based off, you know, where you are in your life, like internally and externally, socio-economically, mentally, biopsychosocially, like, you know, if you are having a difficult time or challenges in those areas, then you'll probably be at 3D1. But then as you get, work on your relationship with money and start really building your brand and building yourself, then you can be the 3D too. And so what I'm trying to say is that when having money does change different dimensions. Rather, it's you having money from good reasons, and getting it the good way or the bad way. Now, it's stratification. You're stratifying through the different dimensions, and money allows us to go into different dimensions of living. Look at people who got money in this world. How are they living? It's a different dimension on this plane, on subsection of 3D. Right? And that's very connected to how we feel and our freedom and how we can move in this world. So Spirit is raising you up in higher dimensions because you're going to learn how to have better relationships with your finances. So let's go ahead. We have the Soothing card. We have the Elevate card, and we have Letting Go. Okay? And the card on the deck is Empowered. So let's go ahead and just read this card that's on the back of the deck real quick. It's, I don't want to be here. It's the trigger statement. And the true statement is, I am exactly where I need to be. And I feel like that's connected to your finances right now. It's just like, just accept where you are. Like, don't carry the weight of where you've been and what you did financially and the things you messed up. Start off somewhere. Cut that point off. Say, okay, from here forward, all mistakes that I have made is now, or the resentment or the regret or the negative emotions surrounded on how I treated my money before, that is now stopped. And I'm now moving forward in empowerment with my money by accepting where I am right now financially, and then starting to create and build a bridge to get over into a better way, okay? This power, I really feel that you are sensing this is a time to start focusing on your your finances more, okay? So when it comes to the cards that I pulled for what is the issue, pretty much, we got the Soothes card, and it says, trigger statement, I need to fix this. True statement, I'm willing to learn from this. Again, and it says, lift yourself above your life situation and observe as a witness. Understand that you are so much more than a story. So again, you're releasing some of that old thinking or anything that has, that's not really serving you, or those thoughts that around money that's not really serving you. You're willing to learn from this experience. And then you have the Elevate card. You are elevating. I feel this trigger statement is, I feel so low. The true statement is, I persevere. Release the worry and fear and allow confidence, trust, and strength to take you to your goal. Joyful. And then we have the last card is Cilantro when it comes to the possible outcome. The possible outcome, letting go. Trigger statement, this is not the way it is supposed to be. The true statement, I am free. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. Okay? Let me see. So there is pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. I speak peace and blessings your way. Much love, much respect. And there we are. Hi, pile number 2. How you doing? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do 3 different card pulls. The first card pull is going to be, what is the challenge I am having with my money? Why is it not flowing the way I need it to flow? So let's go ahead and pull for that card now. Then we have the advice card. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this one for now, because first I'm going to do an intuitive reading. Advice. What is some advice to get my money, to get my money back, or to get my money to flow? What is some advice, Spirit, that you have for me? And then we have, what is the best possible outcome in this? What is the best possible outcome? Okay. And then we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So I'm going to flip this card. We got the King card in reverse. And it reads, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Pile number 2. There is someone that is like, I gotta be frank about this, and this might open up doors of like situations, because you might start addressing this now, because it might confirm a little bit of some things. But there's someone who is just like, I feel could be draining or like taking your money. And Spirit is asking you to be a little bit more discreet with it, like hold on to your money a little bit more tighter than what you're used to, because there's someone who is not really totally being honest with you about what they're doing with it and how they're moving about your money. But Spirit is releasing that person's hand off of you, is what I sense, so that your money can be freed up in a capacity that it needs to be in, because it's important for you to be happy and for you to live life. You need to be able to enjoy your money or enjoy the fruits of your own labor. But if there's someone else who is trying to enjoy the fruits of the labor with you, and they're not really contributing in the capacity that they need to contribute, Spirit is asking for you to release whatever it is that's blocking that. Okay? Because there's so many, like I have so many questions. I'm seeing that this probably might, like you probably have so many questions right now, like what this is, how this is going to play out. I just see so much, so I have a lot of energy. So let me go ahead and pull some cards. How about this, pile number 2? Stick around, and then at the end I'll pull some cards that better identify this person if you haven't already identified them in the reading. But with the 10 of Wands in reverse, Spirit is asking you to release this burden, because this person is not really contributing to you. Now these readings is going to be geared towards your higher self. It's all about your higher wellness, okay? And with that, things can change, right? If you hear this and this reading is hitting you, and this could be somebody that you're with and you're just like, I'm not ready to let them go, like, don't think of it more so like you having to let that person go, but it's worth you investigating on some of these things that's coming up in this reading. Some of the suspicions, they're worth investigating. Doesn't mean you have to leave this person or let this person go, even if you find an answer you're not trying to find. But Spirit is letting you know that you have to release whatever is blocking your finances. And I know you came into this reading to kind of figure out, well, what is it? Why do I have these issues? And Spirit is saying the reason why you can't really find out what's going on with your money is because it's really in another person. Okay? And Spirit is kind of removing that person's hand, which means their influence, off of you, so that your money can flow, because you want your money to flow. You know what I mean? And God is with you. God is supporting you. And that's why so many blessings still come, because karma is still good. And when you're giving to someone, that's going to still come back to you. Okay? But be very careful and don't play karma like that in karma's face, because then karma is going to eventually come back and check you, because karma is all about reality. It's going to come up to reality. It's going to say, at the end of the day, yes, you gave unto this person and the blessings did come from it. But then how many times were you hurt by this? This is not the only situation you need. This is you don't have to be addicted to a certain type of outcome that it keeps you in this certain type of dilemma where you're not able to really move in a capacity that you want to move, because you need money to move. You need money to move. You need money to move. And Spirit is asking you to release whatever that is, pile number 2. Okay, so that you can be able to move in the capacity that you need to move in. So let's go ahead and pull, what is the issue with the money? What's going on? What's blocking my flow? What's blocking my bag? And you have the 5 of Wands, but then you have the with the essence cards, essential oil oracle cards, We have trigger statement, I hate my body. True statement, my body is my temple. Remember that you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere your sacred body. Okay? So what I'm getting, pile number one, what's the issue is that there is a you have to come a little bit more into your own. Okay, let me slow down a little bit, because pile number one, with this card that came out about your body, I want to be careful, because this is a lot to deal with when it comes to how people feel about themselves and what they think about themselves. And I really feel Spirit re-empowering you again. And with the re-empowering, it's just like if you go get an oil change and then they top your oils off, your transmission fluid and things of that sort, just as like a little perk on the side. But then they tell you can keep coming back to get the different oils. I mean, not oil, but in between oil changes, you can get top off again with whatever liquids your car might need for free. Spirit is saying that Spirit says, I am empowering you. And when you don't feel totally empowered, know that you can come back to me for a refill. Okay? So with the issue with the Five of Wands is very static energy. It's energy in your face type of energy. It's the type of energy where it's not about groups or people. It's like everyone is all about their own idea and their own passion. Like a lot of like the social media beefs that be going on, that's very much Wands energy. It's all about just energy, pure energy. And Spirit is saying there is like this energy that could be connected or around you. I want to be very careful in saying connected, but there's this energy around you or connected to you that's not really serving you in a capacity that you need to be served. Because as you elevate and go higher in life, you need different things that can support that. And if you're in a situation that you're not being supported, then how is that elevation going to be substantial to you? Because it needs to be a support or go. You can't have unsupporters around you, especially when you're trying to get your bag together. Okay, so let's look at some advice. Five of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Integrity card, Cardamom. It says the trigger statement is, it is their fault. The true statement, my thoughts are the cause of my suffering. As emotions rise, go within to see what stories and memories are fueling them. Then release what is not serving you with gratitude. You're releasing. Release, like with the Five of Cups in reverse, you are really, really looking at the sadness. You're looking at what's not contributing to you. You're really looking at what's not serving you. And you are removing those things with this advice card that I'm seeing. Is that you are uprooting some of the things. Like, it's not even that I have to give you advice, because it's like these things are already happening, where you just realize that I don't care what you did, how you did it, what you did, but it's just like I'm now thinking about me and my actions and my reactions, and a part of me having good reactions, I need to disconnect myself because you trigger bad reactions. Okay? And Spirit is supporting you in that, because a lot of your money is going to depend on you releasing things that is leeching off of that. They're like holes in a bag. And this message is coming out so strongly, so I'm confident that pile number 2, you can handle this. Okay? I'm really sensing that you guys are really, really strong warriors too. Now, this has nothing to do with your strength. This has nothing to do with your strength. Okay? You're really, really strong. And Spirit is supporting you. Spirit will always support us. Okay, and here is the last card, which is a possible outcome. We got the Ace of Swords in reverse, and we have the Basil card, which is Inspiration, I am tired of it all is the trigger statement. The truth statement is, I find strength in my purpose. Please rest and know that in the stillness you will find clarity around your purpose here. The need to cope with will fall away as you find a question you are the answer to. Okay? So with that possible outcome here, pile number 2, you're putting an end to these things with the Ace of Swords in reverse. You're cutting away those things that are not supporting you. That is one of the best possible outcomes that can happen for you here. And let me go ahead and pull another card for that. Because pile number 2, like, there's not much like advice or possible outcome information I have to share, because it's like you guys know this and you guys are already working on it, and this is just like confirmation in a bag. Because like, you gotta get your bag, you gotta get your money, and when people block that, you can't allow that to keep on happening, right? You got the Tower card. The Tower card in the back of the deck. I sense that you are moving. You realized it. You already know. Because when the Tower card is in reverse, it means this is new information. But when the Tower card is upright, this is I'm fully aware. I had to go through it to understand, you know, the lesson behind it, the truth. Kind of got knocked off the path, kind of came to an understanding of what truly was. You came to the balance. You balanced yourself, so now you was able to view things in a balanced lens. So you kind of released that. You found your power again. Okay, pile number 2. So thank you, pile number 2, for hanging out with me. I hope this encouraged you. I hope this built you up. Again, get your bag, let your money flow. And also see some of my other videos. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications. All right. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Now we about to do pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. So what are we going to do for this? Talking about our money bag, what's going on with our money, why my money not flowing the way I needed to flow. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some cards. So the first card that I pull out is going to be what is some challenges that I'm dealing with when it comes to the flow of my money. And then the second one is going to be what is some advice that Spirit can give me surrounding my money. I got some of these cards mixed up. And then the third card is going to be what is the possible outcome? What is the best possible outcome when it comes to my money? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and flip this card first. Whew. Pile number 3. It's almost as if like you feel like you never had money. Like it's like you never had it. You tried, but it's like you always had to depend on other people giving it to you, or your money was sourced from someone else. And Spirit is moving in that situation. Spirit is giving you a little bit more insight and understanding of what that is and how that came about, because of like some of the experiences you had and some of the connections you had. Because your money, I feel, is connected to how you feel about yourself. Because your money is not flowing like that, you don't really value, you may not really have too much self-value, or on a capacity that you really would like it to be, to be a, you know, functioning person in this world and in society and in reality, right? Because sometimes we can feel that way when we don't feel like we have the things everyone else have. But Spirit is kind of lifting that off of you. Spirit is healing you from all the past traumas that's keeping you from really being able to take grasp of like some dreams. I see dreams that you have, and it's not just about the money and the flow of the money. It's all about you have dreams. I have dreams. I keep hearing I have dreams. Spirit said they're going to bring that dreams to pass. Okay? Because your dreams are like the hot air balloons that's going to help you rise up out of the situation that you're in. Okay, pile number 3. So let me go ahead and flip this card, which is going to talk about what's the issue. The Moon card. What's blocking my bag? What's blocking my flow? What's blocking my money from flowing? You have the moon card here. It reminds me of this picture a little bit, so I'm gonna hold it up like that. The moon card is really giving me energy about your dreams and where you're trying to go and where spirit is trying to take you. And this is not like this is a challenge, but it's really not that bad, because thank God you have a dream, right? Thank spirit you have that dream. But what's blocking you here is that you're so focused on a dream that you're not really going anywhere. Like you're just like stuck, like you dreamed kind of to escape the situation instead of using it to get out of the situation. And spirit is asking you now to like bring those dreams into reality, make them concrete, because just as much as like things that you did before, like look at how you manifested other things, other smaller things. This pile number 3, I really sense that you are a manifester. Okay, and spirit is asking you, is inviting you, let's go on this dream journey together. Let's go on this dream walk together. You don't have to feel like you're alone with it. Like you don't have the resources with the moon card. It's just like well, I'm by myself. I don't have the resources, and they're far off. They're way back there, and spirit is like, no, they're not. It's just a figment of your imagination. It's just a perception. Not really understanding. It's just like in a car, when you look in the rearview mirror, say images are closer than they appear. They're closer than they appear. Just because the moon is far away doesn't see. Thing about perception cues is that our eyes use the objects around us to understand how far another object is from us. It's called depth perception or perception cues. So the reason why the moon appears big when we are viewing the moon from the scene of a bunch of trees is because we think the trees are close, we think the moon is close. But then once the moon go in the sky, it looks small again, because we're not looking at it with other cues or other objects around that's affecting our perspective, that because these objects are close, the moon is close. Okay? So that's what's kind of happening to you, is that you think that because it's not here, or that you have no perception cues on that this is really close, don't mean it's not close. Because look in this picture. Just because she thinks that the moon is far away, she thinks that these things, these resources, these prisms of life, this is a gateway into something greater. She thinks the gateway is far away, and it's not. It's not. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at what is some advice. 6 of Wands in reverse. Turn your world upside down. It's time for you to go on that trip you always wanted to go on. Do the things you always wanted to do. It's time to go after that job you always want. Because it's like spirit is saying, it's dull. You knew that you was bored with this. And spirit is saying, it's time for you to find something different, something new. It's time to bring it to the next level, the next chapter. Like I see fire just burning with this Wands energy, the 6 of Wands. Like there's so much fire that's coming into your life that's going to transform you. That's what fire does. Fire transform you. When fire is underneath you, on you, and around you, it transforms quicker than anything. Water takes a long time before it makes something change and transform it through corrosion or erosion. And air takes a long time through the same process. I'm getting them both confused, but it could be corrosion. Erosion is water, corrosion is the air. They both take a long time to influence something to change. They're very patient. They'll keep on blowing against it until eventually it fades away. And then the air also has a process of causing things to rust. And water has the same thing. So in order for it to change something, it'll change the chemistry of it, but it takes a long time. Unlike fire, fire is a rapid change, and the rapid change is coming with this Six of Wands energy. It's the change. Okay? So let's look at possible outcome. We got the Eight of Cups here. And let's go ahead and clarify it. Yeah, the Eight of Cups with the Three of Swords in reverse. You're moving away from it. You're walking away from what's not serving you anymore. Okay, you're walking away from the pain, the heartache, the things that's blocking your bag, the things that's blocking your dreams. Because for this pile, it's not even about the bag. You ain't really worried about that. You just like, I want my dreams to come to pass. Spirit is saying yes, those dreams are coming to pass. Okay, pile number 3. So let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards to get some advice, some more encouragement. See what Spirit has to say. Got grapefruit, nourishment. Trigger statement, it is all my fault. True statement, I see what I truly need. Your energetic body needs nourishment, so begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. Cherish your body in the way it supports you. Okay, and I also see eat more fruits, pile number 3. Spirit is asking you to eat more fruits. Okay. And let's see. Because a lot of your eating habits is very much connected to your how you spend your money and your connection with money. Because money lie on us. I mean, money tells the truth about us. It tells you what you value, what you spend your money on. If I can tell you what everything you spent your money on this past month, it shows me what you like. Cilantro. Letting go. It says, trigger statement, this is not the way it's supposed to be. The true statement, I am free. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. Okay? Pile number 3, letting go. Cilantro. Okay? And then we have one more card. I'm going to pull one more oracle card. See what Spirit has to say. What is blocking your dreams? Pile number 3. What's blocking your bag? God. I take control. So this card is called Woman's. And the trigger statement is, I take control. The true statement is, I am compassionate. Take a moment and allow yourself to see things from your heart center. From that place, allow your intuition to guide you. And the card is called Soften. Spirit is bringing you more into your divine feminine. As you come into your divine feminine, there is going to be a rebirth that's going to happen inside your life, because the divine feminine rises up when it's time to be reborn. The divine masculine rises up when it's time to expand, but the divine feminine rises up when it's time to birth. Spirit is rising you up. That's why your divine feminine is changing and increasing and becoming stronger and better and wiser. Lean into that divine feminine, okay? With this Cups card, which is all about the divine feminine. Lean more into your divine feminine, and Spirit will love you and continue to love on you and support you in the way you need to be loved and supported, okay? Let me go ahead and see if there is one more card Spirit would like to... And it ends with the Death card. Now, let me take some time to explain it. The Death card is all about a rebirth. We just talked about rebirth and how woman, the divine feminine rises up when it's time to when something needs to be rebirthed or born. The Death card is all about rebirth and being reborn. Okay, so Spirit is rebirthing you and resurrecting you, or just ascending you, taking you higher into a new understanding and perspective of life. Okay, your heart, like, I feel so good in my heart for you, pile number 3, because so much great things is about to happen for you, and I'm so proud of you. Like with this High Priestess card, it's just like there's going to be just a chill because you followed your dreams. Okay, so thank you, pile number 3. I hope this encouraged you. I hope this builds you up. Thank you so much for hollering at me here at YO Universe, and I pray that God continues to bless your money bag and keep your flow going. Appreciate you.